Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2 2018 Championship Mode and Day 6 of the ATF Week of Streams. We're almost done with the Week of Streams and I'm kind of thankful, honestly. Hey, Colin Rad, thank you very much for that host. And welcome to Colin Rad and Cookie Fireman. You are the first ones here today, in chat anyway. So today we have more 2018 Championship Mode. We have Michigan, my home track. And then we're heading off to Sonoma for our first of 3 road courses in this series now. We'll see how those go. If those go quickly, then we might do Chicago in addition. But let's for sure focus on Michigan and Sonoma. Who knows how these are going to go? We'll just hope for the best, and then if they end up being quicker, then we'll add in Chicagoland on top of that. It's a 400, a 350, and a 400, so we might be able to fit all 3 of them in. Nope, remember, Conrad, this is the new 2018 schedule. So Sonoma, then Chicagoland, then Daytona. Yeah, it's the 2018 update. So Chicagoland goes up from the first slot in the chase to in between Sonoma and Daytona. And then we're pretty close to getting to the end of this thing. Remember, Indianapolis is the final race. So we're a little over halfway through the regular season. Standings-wise, we are second in regular season points behind Kyle Busch. We did have that bad race at Pocono, because of course we were at Pocono. But anyway, Kyle Busch is ahead of us in points, but we're second. We have the most wins and the most playoff points thus far. Only 6 drivers have won. Truex has 3 wins. Keselowski, Larson, and Kurt Busch has 2, and Clint Boyer has 1. Ryan Blaney is currently the last one in the chase. Dumindu, welcome to the stream. If I got NASCAR Heat 2 on PC, would you stream it with John? If I got it, yes. The likelihood of me actually getting it on PC is very low, and I don't think John would really enjoy that, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we'll save our money and our hopes and dreams and just stick with what we're good at right now. But let's head off to Michigan, get started here. Denny and Chase are together in points. Where's Martinsville when you need it? Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, day 6 of the week of streams. Tomorrow, the plans are still unknown. I highly doubt we're going to be doing multiplayer stuff. I don't know, though. I have a backup plan. Well, I had a backup plan, and then that backup plan backfired on me. And so now I have to create a third backup plan. But I think I know what I'm going to do. We'll just see what happens when I talk to John about tomorrow. So, Michigan, my home track. Probably going to do terrible in qualifying, but let's at least set the car up for that. Loosen it up just a little bit. You don't need to loosen it up too much here, but we'll go about halfway down. Save. I don't know why I have my pop in the middle of the screen. We'll put that over there. And let's qualify.
Go, 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 go!
Let me know how volume levels are. I've been mixing and matching with volumes a lot lately, so they might not be right exactly where we want them. But we also don't want the game to be too loud either. So let me know how those are looking. But I will not be doing 2 streams tonight. For those of you who don't know, the IndyCar race at Phoenix, well, ISM Raceway, excuse me, will be on tonight at around 9. So I will not be doing any multiplayer stuff tonight. There will be no second stream today. I'll probably be in John's stream as far as chat goes, but I will be watching the IndyCar race, of course. Trying to keep up and watch the whole season of IndyCar. I've never actually done that. Last year I watched about half the races, but this year I really want to keep up with that. And I'm trying to keep up with Formula One, and they're also racing this weekend, so definitely trying to keep up on that. Maybe I'll start expanding the ATF Weekly Review to all forms of racing. Well, the main forms of racing. Alright, let's see where we qualify.
Right,
35th, that's about where we are every week. Game's a little louder than you? Alright, I will turn the game down a little bit. That is fine with me. Oh yeah, the game is really loud. I don't know how it got that loud. Alright, who's on the pole here? Brad Keselowski, Logano, Penske, all three Penske cars in the top 5, so let's get started, see how this goes.
Stay sharp. The green's coming. They're about to throw the green. Green flag. Green flag.
Yeah, this game does seem a little louder in general. I'm having to turn my TV volume down too. So, it also might be partly my new microphone setup. The mic's a little farther away from me than it used to be. But it could be a combo of those things and me messing with audio setups for various games. Alright, we're 4 wide here. No big deal. We'll be a Brendan Gaughan room. Lord knows we've gotten into Brendan Gaughan on multiple occasions so far this year. Push going into turn 3, got into Chris Buescher. We'll make it 3 wide here underneath Witt and Reagan. Draft from Allmendinger. Can use the apron a little bit here as long as you're not turning. But I feel like we can do well here. I just don't know what the speed will be once we get up to the front. Also could probably loosen the car up a little bit because we've been pushing in the center of the corner. No, Conrad. The only reason I'm doing this championship series is because in the 2018 mode, the only series that got any changes was the Cup Series. The Xfinity didn't even get a schedule adjustment. So, once this is over and once my career mode is over, which will hopefully be after this season, then NASCAR Heat 2 will not be in the video rotation anymore. So, that is the plan as of now. I have no desire to do an Xfinity or a truck championship mode. We're 4 wide again. Let's not push and wreck half the field here. Let off a little bit extra in the corner, so we didn't go as fast as I had previously hoped. There's Palmerado. Let's hope he can finish the race and not last or second to last like we've done at least half of the races thus far. But we're moving through the pack quite quickly here. See if we can stay. Oh, Denny Hamlin. What was that? I've never seen the AI do that in my life. We just broke loose. Oh my gosh. Crap, I don't know if we should pit or not. Nobody else is, so I'm not going to. Wow, that was very strange. That is really strange. It does not look like we need to pit. And we do need to pit. Dang it! I haven't been paying attention to the lap counter.
Hold your line.
Oh, frick. But at least everybody's in the same problem. Assuming the AI doesn't get their stupid extra large fuel tanks.
Stay on the bottom. Steady.
Great. Glad we, glad I made that decision, not. Oh, people are slow here. I think somebody might be coming down pit road. No, they just bottled up and now we're stuck on the outside. It looked like, I think that was Logano. Okay, we're just beating and banging with Bane here trying to get back to the bottom. It looked like it was Logano who went from high to low and just... Oh, now Harvick is doing stupid things. The AI is acting really strange here. I've never seen them act like this at Michigan. I know there are a few tracks where they act a little strange, Texas being one of them, but Michigan usually wasn't ever the culprit of one of those. But I'm interested to see if the AI extra large fuel tanks are going to happen or not.
You're hitting your mark. Great lap.
Hopefully they don't. And we'll all have to pit for a little bit of fuel. And that's what I'll probably do, is only do a half can of fuel and then pit at the stage break. See if we can win this stage, because I have a feeling the AI is going to do full service and then not pit on the stage break. So that is the strategy thus far. Could have gotten any Chase Elliott there, but he was pinching me down, so I backed off. Nobody's pitted yet. Yeah, they're hugging the bottom like they're going to. I'm actually going to go high on Elliott here. Got a huge run. Might as well see if the high side will work at all. Nope. But yeah, Larson's getting really low off of the corner. Wow, Conrad, you're out for blood today, aren't you? What did Chase Elliott ever do to you? Still nobody pitting. It's very strange. But to answer a question you asked earlier, I do plan on still streaming on Saturdays. It just won't be this game. But we still have a ways to go before that'll happen. We're only halfway through the regular season, so we still got 13 races plus 10 races left in the regular season. So we got plenty of time. Oh, they're all pitting it. Oh, thank the Lord I went high, because I looked at chat while they were coming down pit road. Okay. That could have been really bad. But it's still going to be really bad, because my history of being able to get on the pit road without spinning out never usually ends well. And I have to pit now, otherwise I will get penalized for pitting within 2 laps of the stage. I forgot about that. So I'm going to slow down, and let's see if we can miraculously get on the pit road without spinning out.
Alright, watch your speed.
Okay, come on. Alright, we made it. No, we're only doing half a can of fuel. Half a can of fuel. We're going to make it to the end of the stage, and that's it. And then we'll pit at the stage break and probably come from last again. Let me into my pit stall, please. Thank you. Let's be quick about it. Be quick about it. Looks like I did not cause a caution by almost spinning on the pit road, so that's good as well. And it looks like we're going to win the stage by that little bit of strategy. Because currently Matt DiBenedetto, well, never mind. Matt DiBenedetto was second. Ryan Blaney is now in second, and he's catching fast, so it might be a race to the finish between us and Blaney. But we're back up to speed now, so I think we're going to win this stage. Of course, the consequence of that is we're going to have to pit at the end, at the stage break. But I think that was our best call. Get some stage points, get some playoff points. Considering where we are in the regular season points, I'll take it. And plus, we have a fast car. We moved we were in the top 10 before all this pit strategy happened, so we moved through the pack quite well. So I'm not worried about moving through it again. Michigan's a wide track, so we shouldn't have too many issues passing. But this game keeps you on your toes. It will throw a random caution at you every now and then. But we are going to win stage 1. Excellent. We have to wait a while for everybody across the start-finish line in the top 10, it looks like. Stenhouse in 35th. He did have a bit of an issue earlier, I remember. But of course, I'm going to have to pit here. 4 tires, fuel will repair, mine as well. And we're going to drop to last, or second to last. Kyle Busch is out of the race. Not quite sure how that happened. I don't know, maybe somebody in chat caught an issue with Kyle Busch, but I thought Kyle Busch was with the leaders before the pit stops start, so I don't know exactly what happened to Kyle Busch. But here we are again, back in the back. Making our way forward, but again, we can go longer. So if a random caution were to come out, maybe we can trap some people a lap down. Yeah, that's what I thought, Colin. I thought Kyle Busch pitted with the leaders there. But that's really good for our point standing since he's the points leader. So that's good. We can most likely move into the top spot in points. Wow, me and Conrad were thinking alike there.
Stay on the bottom, car there.
But how is everybody doing today? I haven't asked that yet. I'm doing well. Watched the Xfinity race earlier, and now we're streaming, getting ready for the IndyCar race tonight. I'm really looking forward to the IndyCar race, just the first oval and the new aero kit. Plus, there's a lot of rookies, so there's a lot of lower funded teams who are doing really well in practice. Oh, there's another wreck up front.
Yellow flag, easy.
What is going on here? That looked like Eric Jones might have been involved. I also think that these people might be onto something right now. We're pitting. 2 tires only, 1 can of fuel only. So we're going to be first of the people who just pitted, and I think we're going to be able to make it from here. We actually gained 5 spots in that whole ordeal.
Green flag. Car inside.
But that was another AI wreck there. I've never seen the AI wreck so obviously before. I don't know if there was like a secret NASCAR Heat 2 pass within the last couple weeks, but I've seen myself, we've had some really weird AI wrecks, and then David Land, he had a really severe AI incident on one of his videos last week, I believe it was. So I think I would not be surprised if there was like a secret NASCAR Heat 2 patch that messed with the AI a little bit. Man, Conrad really wants Brendan Gaughan to win a race. I don't think I can push a guy from 15th into the lead, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, we're good on fuel now, so that's good. I have to believe these guys aren't. Especially considering they pitted earlier than I did. Oh, we're 4 wide. We are 4 wide. We are 4 wide. Saw that coming. Matt DiBenedetto, get out of my way, dude. And there goes all the spots that we gained. Beautiful. Oh, the AI are wiggling out again. This is the same thing that happens at Texas. Is the AI, they go up the track in the middle, in the entry of the corners, and then they shoot back down. And if there's a car in their way, they're gonna wreck. That's happened numerous times at Texas. Yeah, they're just wiggling all over the place. They're acting like this is a dirt track. Did it, Conrad? I didn't drop any frames, so it must have been either on your end or Mixer had an issue or whatnot. I did have a scare towards the end of yesterday's stream where basically it looked like my internet died, so we ended the stream a little early last night. Well, for our standards. Lauren, welcome to the stream.
Hold your line.
Over on YouTube.
Hold your line.
Making our way through the pack after some pit strategy. I do believe the front half of the field is going to have to pit again, but this AI has been very suspicious thus far. Yep, there's pitting, and there's a wreck because of pitting. Oh, nope, it looks like everybody's... Nope, everybody most definitely did not save it.
Yellow's out.
Wow, it looked like everybody saved it again. Well, dang it, there goes some stage points right there. Who won that stage? Eric Almirola, William Byron, Carl Long, and Brendan Gaughan were your top 4 people. That's scary. we are not going to... No, we're going to pit. Do all these things. And I didn't get it in time because I took too long. Dang it.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Green flag. Green flag.
I'm such an
All right.
idiot. But I still think this could possibly benefit us. Possibly.
Stay right there.
It's going to be hard considering how crazy the AI have been. But we probably need this to go green for a while. Because we're going to have to pit early. But, of course, me and green flag pit stops never work.
Stay low. Do
Oh,
it.
I meant to
Low,
change my gearing to manual to try to do pit stops a little better. I remember the recommendation, I think maybe it was Noah who gave me last week, of just keeping it in fourth gear going on the pit road. Yeah, that's something I should have remembered.
Stay low. Car there.
But this has been a very strange race thus far. I will say that. I'm going to stay out as long as I can because I really have no idea whether the AI are going to derp out again and cause another caution. Or I could do that. That's possible too.
Car underneath.
I hit the wall.
Caution is out.
And I got a caution for that. Beautiful. We can repair, we'll drop a bunch of spots, but that worked. It looks like just the 18. Everybody else is still in the race, Conrad.
Set. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Green. Green.
Because Stenhouse is still on the lead lap in 39th, so looks like everybody's still running. But we got a mixed bag of strategy here.
Keep it right there.
But now we for sure only have to make one more stop because we can run 10 laps on fuel, and this is lap 19 to go. So we can for sure make it to the end on one more stop, where I believe the people who did not pit just there still have to make 2 stops. So if this goes green, that will work out in our favor. But considering what we have seen demonstrated by the AI thus far, that is probably not going to happen. Or by my own stupidity, which is always a factor.
All right.
But we've already made our way back up to 23rd.
Hold your line.
It's unfortunate that we did not get any stage points in stage 2. But freaking Carl Long finished 3rd in stage 2, so you can't be upset about that. Carl Long and Brendan Gaughan both were in the top 5. I know Conrad was particularly pleased with that. But obviously Long has dropped off because he's here in 16th, which is still an incredible effort for these guys. Meanwhile, me and Jamie McDirtbag are just surrounding Chase Carbra there.
Hold your line.
I really hate that I'm calling him Jamie McDirtbag. I rather like Jamie McMillian. Would love to see him win a race this year,
Clear up top.
but
Car up top.
I just called him. Okay, people are slowing down here, so I'm gonna be careful. Looked like Trevor Bain was the source of the
Hold your line.
the clog there.
All right.
Dang it! Didn't mean to hit Long because that gave him a shot, and now he's gonna spin out.
All right.
Did everyone save it? Oh my God! Dang it!
Caution. Watch for debris.
Dang it. Well, that's gonna complicate things a little bit more. We're gonna restart with 11 laps to go, most likely. I'm staying out. If we had one more lap, I would have come in, and most likely have made it to the end. But if this says 11 laps to go. No, it says 10, dang it! Those guys can make it to the end now. It always used to only take 2 laps under caution. Well, frick. Now we're in a bad spot. Granted, there will most likely be another caution for us to pit under. But we're going to have to go to the back of the field. But frick, man, it used to only take 2 laps. Oh, and I got Truex battling for the lead right now. Yeah, that's the plan, Conrad. That's the plan. Don't really want to purposely cause it out, but granted, getting on the pit road is usually more of a chore than I would like. I'm definitely not putting it on manual transmission for Sonoma because I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Just try and block Truex. We're staying out as long as we can because the AI probably will cause an incident at some point, but we push and now Truex has the positioning. And Jamie McDirtbag's most likely going to follow. I had to itch my nose and I hit the wall. All things that normally happen in an ATF game and stream, unfortunately.
Low, low.
Alright, Cookie Fireman, thanks for hanging out with us for a little while, man. Okay, hold on. There we go. The stupid itchy nose always happens when I'm running these 25% races. Well then.
Alright.
Frick you, Joey Logano. Come on, AI, now would be a great time for you to cause a caution. You've done it at least 3 other times thus far. And I desperately need it now. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bad spot along with about 15 of us. Which could create an underdog winner here.
Are underneath.
Because these guys up front are on my strategy, and they're...
Are low.
Dang it. And they're all front runners. So,
Low, low,
we might have an underdog winner like possibly Casey Kane.
low.
Which
low,
I'm sure
out
would
of
please
clear.
all of the
Leader is going into
people
the
who
pit.
were teenage girls when Casey Kane was in his youth. So now, about
5
20-year-old.
laps to go.
Okay, now would be a great time for a caution to come out. I'm going to repeat that until it happens.
Car inside.
My right front tire is very worn. I also don't have to take a full load. I can do right side tires and a can of fuel. We'll go one more lap just to try to catch a caution.
You're low on
So
fuel.
that's really my only hope here.
Leader is going into the pit.
So
Car
they're
ahead
both
is
coming in. This will also give us a good look to see who is leading the people who have yet to pit. We also got all of these guys trying to LePage the field right now, so that could cause... Right now, Ty Dillon is ahead, but usually the AI try to stretch it. But we're not going to get a caution, so we're coming in this time. That's scary. That's very scary, honestly.
running on fumes out there.
Never been this wrong on a strategy before, which is really upsetting. Well, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Why did I take all four? I don't know.
Almost ready.
That's
Making
one way to
move
do
here.
it.
Going green. Low, low.
But now we only have 2 laps to get as many positions as possible. I was trying to get on the pit road cleanly, but Daniel Suarez obviously had a different opinion. And we didn't trap anybody a lap down there either, so that's great. I really don't want to be on the high side passing everybody. I was slowing down to go on pit road, and Daniel Suarez just ran me over, and then all chaos ensued. And we have very minimal time to make up for this now. And I have no idea who's leading right now. Not a clue. Because all these people who are on my strategy are back here now. Yeah, I trapped Wallace and maybe one other person a lap down, but it's not really all that significant, honestly. No, freaking Daniel Suarez, you've been a thorn in my side all race. Well, really the last 5 laps, but I'm just trying to maybe crack a top 20 out of this. Okay, there's Haley Deegan, there's Casey Kane, who's going to do the stupid AI thing. What version of the overtime rule are we going to have? Okay, the one that actually ends it. Great. Hoping for the one that would give me another shot. Where did they end up placing us? 34th. Great. 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 Well, that took a turn for the worse quite quickly. I want to see what happened. Let's jump to the end and we'll go backwards. That'll be the fastest way. I wanted to see what happened on that second to last caution. Alright, so let's see what happened here. So I'm slowing down to get on pit road, and I was a little high. So let's review that. I was a little high, braking, and Suarez just ran me over. He was trying to go low because I was being slow, and Suarez just ran me over. And let's see exactly how. No, I didn't. It was just that apparently that flipped me over. Not quite sure how that worked, but. And then who did I end up hitting? That's a view right there. I've never watched one of these from the in-car view. Okay. Yeah, let's just let it play in the in-car view for a minute. And then I got hit again. Alright, pause, change the camera, go back. Alright, so let's let it roll here. So we're slowing down. There goes Suarez. I want to see who I hit the second time. Because we're on our roof. Change the camera angle. It looks like we hit Paul Menard. Of course it would be Paul Menard that we hit. And then that launches us into the stratosphere. And then we hit another person, I believe. As we barrel roll across this, oh, who is that? Change the camera again. Looks like it was Brendan Gaughan. Colin Rad's favorite Brendan Gaughan hit me the third time, and then I launched off of David Reagan, it looks like. And then was there another time? I feel like there might have been. Nope, that was it. Alright. Well, that was... that was a thing that happened. Who won? That's the next thing to find out. Michael McDowell won the race. Michael McDowell won the freaking race. Paul Menard finished second. Brendan Gaughan finished 15th. Time Majeski 12th. We're lucky that Kyle Busch was out of the race early. Oh my god. So yeah, your top 5 are McDowell. Your McDowell, Menard, Jones, Newman, Boyer. Jones, Newman, and Boyer predictable, but McDowell, McDowell, why? Well, that's going to have some implications, playoff implications right there. How are we still behind Kyle? Well, we had a terrible finish, and he probably was up there in the first stage as well. Great. So that's going to have playoff implications, according to Rick Allen. And now we get to go to Sonoma, and that's going to go swimmingly, I have a feeling. But, yeah, let's see if McDowell even qualifies for the chase at this point. No, he is not in the top 30 in points right now. He is 32nd in points. So, McDowell is not currently eligible for the chase. He needs to get up into the top 30 in points, which, granted, he's only 5 positions behind right now. Paul Menard, or 5 positions, 5 points, I meant, behind. So, maybe we'll try to get Michael McDowell up there throughout the season. Obviously, I don't have a ton of control over that, but let's head to Sonoma. Oh, I should have checked that. It would have told me how many points I got. Oh, well. Well, that was an interesting first race, and it's only going to get... I don't know if the word would be better or the word would be worse, but it's going to probably be along the similar lanes of the last race here at Sonoma. Wow. I mean, I'm happy an underdog won, but I would have liked to won or had a better finish and not gotten crashed twice. Let's just qualify. I really don't know what to expect here. I have a feeling this is going to go horribly, but... But you never know. Also don't know how the AI is going to do here. If there's going to be people like AJ Allmendinger and, like Colin Rad said, Michael McDowell up front, or if it's just going to be kind of like the similar AI picture as previous races. Okay, should have hit the brakes a little bit more there. That's fine. Oh, got some wheel spin off the corner. Alright, we're off to a flying start here. Off to a flying start. I definitely think it's possible for Michael McDowell to... Really? I was very slow there. I definitely think it's possible for Michael McDowell to get in the top 30. There are some people who are higher in points who had some really good finishes earlier in the season that I definitely think will drop. Have you given much thought? I have given a lot of thought to it, but right now with my current work schedule, it really kind of hinders my availability as far as streaming goes. Because I really don't like doing 9:30 streams. Not many people show up. Okay, frick qualifying. But not many people show up for 9:30 streams, and my work schedule, I work 6 to 10 usually, and I mean, unless if I start streaming at 4. No, I would have to start streaming at 3, and that's just when people are getting out of school on the east side. That's not even including central and western time zones. So definitely not really able to stream much often until I get either a new job or some new hours. Alright, let's see what happens here. No idea what to expect. Well, we know what to expect in this first corner. First corner of every road course usually is a traffic jam and a half, and we were going 35 miles per hour at one point. Here's second place finisher Paul Menard.
Still there.
Well, good for you, Colin Webb, but I can safely assume that that's not the case for most high schools these days. At least not where I'm at. I've never heard of a school getting out at 1:30 before in my life.
Stay right. Still there.
Good Brandon Gaughan in 18th. He is a good road racer, so I guess that's fairly realistic. I do not recall seeing Michael McDowell, so I do not know where he is in the grand scheme of things. Do not go off the track. Okay, I'm fine with giving up a spot. Got into Stenhouse a little bit, but he should be able to save it. We're going slow enough. Looks like Kurt Busch hit the wall up ahead. Like I've stated in numerous of my episodes, Sonoma is my worst of the two road courses that NASCAR typically goes, the Cup Series typically goes to. Oh, caution's out, so that's the end of the stage right there. Let's see who won the stage. It looks like Kyle Busch won the stage. And Michael McDowell's 38th, so not looking good for McDowell. No need to pit. I don't think the stages are long enough for us to need to pit.
Almost ready. Nice.
I might be very, very wrong, and I'm hoping I'm not. Nope, I'm right. We don't need to pit. Okay, I need to get on the outside of here because we know what happens in turn 1 on restarts.
Still there.
And we're up to 11. That's basically the only spot that I gained time on the first restart, so definitely need to take advantage of that while we got it.
Car left.
Sorry, Brad. You were in the way of progress.
Clear left.
But yeah, that's something I've never really heard of before, Conrad.
Car left.
There's pros and cons to both of that, honestly. Meanwhile, I just shoved Brad off the track. We also got engine damage for some reason.
Car right.
Not quite sure when or how that happened, as well as radiator damage. So all of that's quite concerning.
Keep it right
Did
there.
I really hit anybody hard enough to get that much damage? I don't think so.
Awesome. You just posted your best lap ever.
Best lap ever, apparently. Alright, but let's see. We might be able to win this thing if we are able to repair the car at some point here and not lose all of our track position. But I don't think we're going to be able to win this race with all of this damage. It's very possible here, because there's not like a long straightaway here. There's lots of winding turns, and there's not really a fast section, so it might be possible here. But really, at all other road courses, usually there's like a long straightaway where you go full throttle, and that's where this would really start being a hindrance. Of course, we're just slow in general, honestly. As you can see, the front 7 pulling away. So I don't think we're going to be winning this race at all, but unless a pit strategy comes into play, which is always possible. Dang it. Overdrove the exit of that corner. I hope they didn't throw that caution for me. And that wasn't the end of the stage. I'm staying out. That means they had to pit. I hate my life.
Almost ready. Nice.
I really hope that caution wasn't for me hitting the wall. I keep forgetting to turn off strict cautions at road courses. Alright, well, now we have a chance at the stage win, which would be nice. We got Kyle Busch, our points rival here. That's the corner that I seem to gain a lot of speed at. I'm able to not brake as much as everybody else. Alright, we're going to punt Kyle out of the way and try to take advantage of it in case the caution comes out. And we did neither of those things. Okay, Ryan Newman just drove us straight off the track. Really? We're renewing our rivalry, Mr. Newman? Can a caution please come out? Thank you. We saved some stage points there. Well, that was troubling, but we can repair our car now. So that's good. Wait, no. Don't put that tape up. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if they'll fully repair our engine and radiator enough, so I won't mess with the tape. Also, frickin' Michael McDowell is not holding up to race-winning standards here in 39th place. Oh, wait, get out of my way, dude. Oh, whatever radiator damage we just repaired is now back. So great. Alright, we're back to the top 20 already. Fortunately, we're not going to gain much more than that until we get another caution. You might get past these two here. Yes, we do. David Reagan's running well. Brendan Gaughan's up in 11th as well. So, few guys who usually are up here doing pretty well. Don't know why I almost spun out using the curb there. That doesn't make much sense to me. I'm sorry, Conrad. As much as I would also love to see Brendan Gaughan being successful, I can't focus all of my energy on Brendan Gaughan winning a race here. So, I apologize for that, Conrad. And Jumindu, I'm really not in need for another mod at this point. But if I do end up having a need for one, then I will definitely put you into consideration. Caution is out. We gotta stay out. We gotta pit at the end of our fuel window.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
Of course, we're on the inside, so I'm gonna try to get. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Hoping to get around Logano there. Well, there's gonna be another caution, and I have a ton of damage now. So we're gonna pit now. We're going to pit now, and I think we might be able to make it to the end from here.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
Yeah, Conrad, I'll make you a mod over on Twitch. I don't usually think about these things. I don't do much on Twitch and Mixer since I spend most of my time on YouTube. Frick! There's more damage. And the caution. Cancel. Dang it. I could have made it to the end and they wouldn't have. Great. But we're going to get a bunch of track position, but our car is very damaged right now.
Almost ready. They're about to throw the green. All right.
We'll see how this goes. Obviously, if there's a place to get damaged, road courses would probably be the best place. Do not go in the grass, Aaron. Thank you. Freaking Denny Hamlin. And we got Ryan Newman behind us, who's bound to try to cause some more rivalry points here. I know that's not a real thing in this game, but for my personality, Ryan Newman has definitely made me very mad. Really, in all games, honestly.
Caution is out.
Caution is out. Great. Less laps that I have to run. That is always beneficial. And we are definitely looking like we are going to do Chicago in this episode, or this stream as well, based off of time. This is not taking very long here.
Yellow flag.
already? Well, we're in the NASCAR overtime now.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green. There's the green flag. All right.
There's not a specific time, Conrad. Usually I try to get an hour and a half out of these streams. And right now we're only at an hour. So I'll throw in
Yellow flag. Easy.
a third race to make that happen. And you bring up a good point. We do have to complete a lap under green before we can call this race good. And that might be a challenge, considering the AI seems to be bringing out a bunch of cautions now.
Green flag. Green flag. All right. 2 to go.
Do not go in the grass, Aaron. Do not go in the grass. Kevin Harvick, you are in the wrong place right now, my dude.
Clear left.
Alright, we're up to second. I don't think we're going to be able to catch Hamlin. But if we can maintain a second place finish and beat Kyle Busch, that'll definitely help us with the points. Even though I'm pretty sure Kyle Busch got stage points in both stages, where I only got stage points in one of them. And I would not be surprised if he won one of the stages as well. So... if I got close enough, I would, but I don't think I'm going to have the chance to get close enough. No, he's 3.5 seconds. But we are going to cross the start-finish line, so that means this race will be over. Whether it's by caution or by finishing the race as planned, but the race will be over once... The next flag will end the race. That's what I was looking for. That's the statement I was looking for. But let's just try to maintain second here. We are not going to catch Hamlin unless if he really has an issue. So... let's just try to maintain second here. Don't do anything stupid. Be cautious. We have almost 2 seconds on Newman. Don't go down any false paths here. Make sure to brake for this corner. And let's not mess up this last little hairpin here, and we'll be in really good shape. Drive off, and we are going to finish second. Denny Hamlin will win. I think that's his first win. Not positive about that, though. But a second place effort, I'll take it. In the immortal words of ATF Gaming, according to John, I'll take it. Oh. I feel like I should have gotten a better speed rating for that, but whatever. If I had gotten close enough to Hamlin, I probably would have, but I didn't. There you go, Conrad. Brendan Gaughan was in 9th. Ty Dillon was, I think, 7th as well. Michael McDowell finished 25th, so that'll help him. Got some front runners in the back. Blaney, Bowman, Ty Majeski 13th, Haley Deegan 17th, so we got some front runners in the back here. Blaney, Menard, Bowman, Bain, Elliott, Busher. So... that'll shake up the points a little bit. Looks like our gap was pretty much maintained. That was Hamlin's first win of the year as well. So, overall, successful race. We got time to do Chicago as well, so we will definitely throw that in as well. Take a swig of the beverage here. So Chicago, and then next week we will have Daytona, Kentucky. Knowing how Kentucky usually goes, that probably will only be a 2-race stream. But let's see where McDowell is in points now. He's up to 31st and only 1 point behind 30th, so he's still out of chase contention, but he's getting closer. Brendan Gaughan's 22nd, so if he does pull off a win, I think he'll safely be in the chase. So that's our 7th different winner, so we still got 9 positions left up for grabs here. Why? What do you have against Chris Buescher? Oh, you want McDowell. I understand. Let's compare our points. So Kyle Busch did get more points last time, but at Michigan, we gained 12 points on him at Michigan. So we've about evened out with Busch now. But let's head off to Chicagoland. Usually a mile and a half are pretty kind to us, so hopefully we can replicate that here. But like I said, don't have a definitive plan for tomorrow yet, so that also means time is up in the air. We'll have to see what the plan is with John, and then if that's a no from him, then I will attempt to put something together as far as single player stuff. So alright, let's adjust the setup a little bit. Yeah, you're correct. So he must not have gotten any stage points. So he must have been out of the race pretty early. I swear I saw him up there, but there's a lot of cars with similar color schemes up there. Obviously not the M&M, but just the green, the yellow, lots of similar colors.
Go.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is, Colin Red, like I said. I know tonight for him is probably going to be single player since I'm unavailable to join, and it doesn't sound like many people are. So it sounds like he'll probably do one of the Mario games, his single player stuff tonight, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. Ooh, stuck really well to the bottom there. Stuck really well to the bottom. Let's try to replicate that here. Not quite, but still, that was a really good corner.
That's it for us.
31st! Hey, that's one of our better qualifying efforts here in this playthrough, the 2018 championship mode. We have almost consistently been 35th this whole time. Let's see who's on the pole, if I can speak correctly. Truex and Busch is second. Great. Yeah, he says he wants to, but he's further. But every time I talk to him, he seems to bring up Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy before those. Before Wind Waker, but I would like to see him finish Wind Waker as well.
Green flag. All right.
Hey, look, it's Chris Buescher and Michael McDowell. I'm not going to incite any violence yet. Well, not on purpose anyway, no promises, but I will pass Buescher and maybe give McDowell a shove down the straightaway. See if he can make up some spots. But he did nothing with it, so we're going to pass him and he can fend for himself. We'll have plenty of opportunities. Maybe at Daytona we can try to help McDowell out a little bit. And Brendan Gaughan, because Conrad seems to have a very good working relationship with Brendan Gaughan, so we'll attempt to not get on the apron. Every freaking time, I'm making progress at any track, and really any game that I play at this point, in a NASCAR game at least, I managed to do something stupid. That's on me. I can't blame the game for that. That's on me. I shouldn't be getting on the apron. But now I'm stuck in a 3-wide situation with 2 people who shouldn't be in this game. Well, Majeski, he ran Xfinity races, but Carbon not so much.
Stay right there.
Alright, we'll just go run the Kyle Larson line here and see if that does anything for us. Not really. Well, we're trapped. Well, no, we got a huge run off, but we're pretty much trapped up here. So we're going to keep making it work. AJ Allmendinger got in my way. Freaking guy. But we're just going to try to make this high lane work. That's one way to make sure you don't hit the apron, is just run the high lane the entire race. And it looks like Ed Jones is in a similar state of mind here. Got Michael McDowell right up ahead as well. I do want to get around Jones because he's blocking my lane. You know, that was a bad idea. Why did... Oh, looks like Chris Busch was wrecking behind. Wasn't my fault.
Yellow flag, easy.
No pitting. I don't know how many laps are left in the stage. He pitted once earlier, so I don't think we'll need to pit in the stage.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Green, green. Arlo.
Yeah, I don't know if the AI can make it to the end on fuel.
Arlo.
But yeah, Chris Buescher fricked himself over right there. So that'll benefit McDowell, I'm sure. And we're going to be running the Kyle Larson line again, because that worked well the first time. We're going 4 wide at Chicago, no big deal. And we made it work, sort of. Here's McDowell. I've helped him enough, so I'm not going to focus on... Carl Long is up here. Just going to make that a note. I tried to push McDowell. Alright, Aaron, stop being nice. I've never gotten anywhere in life by being nice. No, I'm just kidding, but still. Just keep using the Larson line, get a huge run on the straightaway like you did last time. And go from there. Alright, didn't get as much of a run that time. Okay, can I cut down to the inside? Yes, I can. Gave McDowell a bump, but he managed to save it. Alright, let's just not hit the apron. We have learned our lesson from that. No apron hitting. So instead the car will push. Great. If I was in 06, I would tell McDowell to follow me right now, but... Does he seem to be following the path that I'm paving? Kane kind of did that AI thing where they push really hard and then swipe down and hope nobody's there. Come on, Casey. Time to move. Thank you.
Hold your line. You're getting faster out there. Great lap.
I'm still not 100% sure if the AI can make it to the end or not on fuel, so we're going to be super careful he'll not cause a caution. Because we pitted on that first caution. So we should have more fuel than them, and we were only 2 laps to the good. So let's just be cautious, see if they come down pit road or not.
Hold your line.
But they might be like right on, because we didn't run that many laps before I pitted. So they're probably going to be fine. They would have pitted by now, I think.
Car outside.
But I've underestimated the AI being stupid before, so... Alright, DeBetadetto, time to work together here. Oh, somebody is pitting. That looked like maybe Kyle Busch, maybe Joey Logano. There's so many colors. There's so many cars with that bright color. You never really know. No, save it please, Matt. Save it. Oh, frick. They spun out behind.
Caution's out. Back
Dang
down.
it. Dang it. Every time I'm about to win a stage by doing something smart. Yeah, we'll pit now. No need to repair.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. The race is going green. Green, green. All right.
I mean, we're still 21st, which is an improvement from having to go to the back at least twice thus far.
Keep it right there.
So we'll still have to make another pit stop, so that was expected.
All right. Car up top.
Oh, good. Look who it is, Jamie McDirtbag. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Bragger at all today. Usually he's here.
Hold your line.
Haven't seen Bragger, haven't seen James yet today.
Stay right there. Stay low. Keep it right there. Hold your line. Top is clear.
Alright, let's get a run on Elliott, make it 3 wide.
Still there.
Stick it to the bottom without hitting the apron.
All right.
Daniel Suarez has been doing really well in this playthrough, I've noticed. He might be in chase position at this point, I would think.
Getting faster
He
out
always
there.
seems to be in the
Great
top
lap.
10 or thereabouts.
Keep it right there.
But we're sticking it to the bottom and we're doing well. We do need draft on the straightaways in order to keep it going forward, but we're doing pretty well here. Is that William Byron leading the race? It is. It's William Byron leading the race, I believe. Well, that's something I didn't think I would be saying. Wow, that's quite fascinating, actually. That would be another car I wouldn't mind seeing getting in the chase. More of those guys making the chase, the better as far as ease of making it
Clear
through.
up top. Excellent lap.
Excellent lap according to the spotter. Come on, Blaney, get underneath Bush. Never mind. Yeah, that's freaking William Byron leading. Why? Why would it be him? Please get underneath Bush. Thank you. Did Byron win like at the Xfinity race at Chicago or something? Is that something that happened?
Clear high. Car up top.
Well, that would be an upset win for sure, but we really haven't had that much in the way of pit strategy yet. Because at Michigan, we definitely had a mixed bag as far as pit strategy goes that caused Michael McDowell to win the race. Okay, so there's no reason he should be winning at Chicago in the Cup Series, so whatever. Whatever.
Hold your line.
We'll get around Larson. Me and Blaney have been working together here on this bottom line. And it seems to be a winning formula right now. We will have to pit at some point here. We'll see when the AI chooses to. But we are fast, and I think we can win this race on speed. We haven't won a race on speed in a while. We've won a race on pit strategy. We kind of had like half and half, but we haven't won it on speed alone yet. I don't think. I might be wrong in that statement. But it also seems like strategy has backfired more times than not in this playthrough. compared to my career mode. Oh, Jimmy's getting a run. Yep, Jimmy got a run here.
Carlo.
Byron lost the lead, and Jimmy must have gotten all of the Hendrick talent.
Carlo.
And Larson's going to follow him. So this is a tough group of 6 cars here. Not really pulling away. We're going to get underneath Larson here. Hopefully Byron slows him up. But I don't think Byron has much pace here. He was just hanging on for dear life up there. Johnson goes high, so we'll take the inside from him. And we're back to 3rd. That's about as high as we've gotten thus far. But we will all have to come into pit very shortly here, so again, as usual, I'll try to string it out as long as I can in case if there's a caution to trap people a lap down. I like Chicagoland. It's different, a little bit. It doesn't belong in the chase, so I'm glad they took it out of the chase, but I do like the track as a whole. I was hoping to go and see a race while I lived in Chicago, but I didn't. Didn't have the chance. Oh, I understand, Conrad. It's a very complex game that there's a lot to understand and there's a lot to know. Blaney's coming in now, it looks like, so we're going to go high here. And I was right. Looks like everybody's coming in here. So we're going to go until 1 lap left on fuel, and then we will pit. Hopefully we can get a caution to save us the pain and agony. Dang it, I didn't switch it to manual transmission again. Yeah, there's not much you can do about the situation. You put players in place, and then if they don't do well, then that's it. Yeah, it's a lot easier to manage a team like the Yankees. I manage the Tigers, my home team, usually. But once I get bored with one game, I'll start a new save game and go to someone like the Yankees that has a huge budget. Can I go one more lap? Yes, I can. No, I can't. We're pitting now. Oh, Lord, help us. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, people. Oh, my. Did you guys see that? That was a pro pit road entry right there. Oh, my God. Oh, my. That's never happened before. It's pretty sad that I'm so excited about this, but still, that's just astonishing. Also, probably didn't need to take a full load of fuel, but didn't quite think about that. Alright, let's see if we can come out in the lead here. Blaney's catching up to us here. I can see him in my mirror. Yeah, I figured you would either do the Rays or the Marlins. Since I know you're from Florida. But we have maintained the lead. Blaney is only a second behind, however, and we have still about 6 laps to go, so still got our work cut out for us, but if we can just run some clean laps, I think we'll be in good shape. But nobody could congratulate me on my successful pit road entry and exit. I know. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Looks like it was Martin Truex Jr.'s fault. Oh, frick. E.J. Kennington's out of the race as well. So much for that. So much for that.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Okay. Be smart out there. Going green. Car up
It's
top.
okay, Colin. Alright, 3-lap shootout to end stage 2. Let's see if we can maintain a lead here. Looks like Byron fell off a little bit. He's not in the top 5 anymore. Just gonna try to stay in front of Blaney, get the draft of him. The draft off of him. Definitely think we can win this race. You just gotta be smart, not be too creative with the pit strategy. Yeah, they released the game at the beginning of the year. Right before opening day. Usually what they do. But we are pulling away a little bit, but we gotta be smart here. White flag is out in stage 2. See if we can pull the stage win off. I don't remember what happened in stage 1. That was so long ago. Anybody remember what happened in stage 1? Did I finish in stage point territory? I don't remember anymore. I don't think we did, but... No, I don't think we did. Now that I think about it a little bit more. But, we are going to win stage 2. That I know. See, Byron's still in 6th, so good for him. Almendinger's in 10th, also good. Alright. Now what do? We pit now. Is what we do. And then I think we can make it on one more stop. I know I said I wasn't going to get fancy with pit stop, but when I saw at least 6 or 7 other guys pitting, I had to get on their strategy. Because I believe we can make it to the end on one more stop, and I don't know if the AI can. It would have been close. So we'll definitely... Dang it, I pushed high, and now Larson's going to take advantage. But usually I'm able to maneuver through slower cars a little faster than everybody. But we're going to have to use the Larson line here. Nope. The Larson line normally does not include the wall. It does every now and then, but... Well, so much for that. I mean, we still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time to make this work. Deegan's holding up the high lane here. Long's holding up the low side. We might be 4 wide going into turn 3 here. There's Chris Buescher. Buescher and McDowell right by each other, so. Oh, Buescher's slow. Oh, we're ping-ponging it. Oh, we're ping-ponging it again. Alright. Harrison Burton's going to be super hard to get around. No, oh, yep. I thought he was going to fall in line, but then he decided not to. But right now, we're really focused on racing Larson, because we know Larson's on our strategy. But of course, if we have another caution, that'll all change, but...
Stay high, still there.
Alright, we're 3 wide. We are 3 wide. Truex Jr. is also back here because I believe he was the cause of one of the cautions that happened, and I saw him pit by himself at one point.
Stay on the top. Hold your line.
Don't hit the wall.
Slow.
Dang it, we're still 3 wide, but there's a wreck coming on the pit road.
Caution, caution, caution. Watch for debris.
Well, crap. Well, that negates most of our strategy. Well, not really. Because there's no way they can make it through the end. So we're still on a good strategy. I didn't think they would pit that early. I thought they could make it a few more laps.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here.
But I guess I was wrong. So now it's Truex up here. He's someone who wasn't up here earlier. Well, basically the 6 or 7 cars who are on my strategy up front now. But everybody will have to pit again, so I think we are on the correct strategy. Now, the worst thing that could possibly happen is a badly timed caution. But, knowing this game, that will probably happen. Because this game never lets me have a good strategy call. Even though I think we were at 1 anyway, but just gotta be smart about these things sometimes. But we're basically splitting this last segment in half here. We are pulling away from everybody else. Well, that's a good sign. That means we also might have a clear path when we do want to pit. Because now we're on the we need to pit first side of things. So that's usually not a good side to be on when you're ATF gaming. Hey Noah, welcome to the stream. Just working through some pit strategy here as usual. Always manage to find myself on an alternative strategy. I should be a crew chief with all these strategy calls I make. I put way too much thought into this sometimes. Hey, Eric Jones fan, welcome to the stream. Eric Jones was causing some issues at Michigan earlier, which is ironic because Eric Jones is from Michigan. But I am doing well. Watched the Xfinity race earlier, getting ready for the IndyCar race tonight. Fortunately, didn't get much recording done today. I did sleep in a little bit, so that's beneficial. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of recording either late tonight or tomorrow. We are overheating. Why are we overheating? I have too much tape on the grill probably. That would be a reasonable explanation. But if we can make it to our pit stop, then we won't take 5% off of the tape. Yeah, Conrad, he's thought about going back to multi-streaming, but the problem is with his Twitch affiliate, he can't. He'll break his contract. Now he suspects that they will not notice since he's only an affiliate, not a partner. But speaking of which, Brad Keselowski has caught us, and we are. Well, he's pitting right now, and we're going to be pitting next time by.
Hit to go. Hit to go. You're low on fuel.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask of John. He puts a lot into his schedule, so might be a lot to ask of him. All right, let's focus on having another beautiful pit road entry like we did last time. Alright, we're going to let off here. We're going to brake while on track.
Watch your speed.
Another beautiful pit road entry. We'll take tape off just in case. And this will be our last stop. Hopefully a caution does not come out and trap us a lap down. Who's my favorite IndyCar driver? I don't really have one, honestly. I haven't followed it long enough to really develop a relationship with any of them. But I will say I was incredibly impressed by Robert Wickens at St. Petersburg, or Long Beach, or whatever the first race was at. So I was incredibly impressed with him, and I will be rooting for him. Freaking William Byron is coming out in front of me. That's not a good sign. Also, there goes Larson and Allmendinger. So we are not going to win this race without a caution. But we have to wait until everybody cycles through before that happens. And here's Truex as well. So this would be for position. So we need to maintain a spot on Truex, but of course I should have loosened the car a little bit to compensate for the tape that I took off, but I did not think about that at the time, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, Joseph Newgarden's a cool guy. I'm happy to see a younger guy win a championship. Obviously Scott Dixon's won a bunch, and Pagenaud, and Castroneves, and all those guys, so it's nice to see a younger guy, newer generation. IndyCar is going through a very similar transition to NASCAR with Juan Montoya leaving, Castroneves leaving, Kanaan going to a different car and got to be pretty close to retiring. So you're seeing a new wave of Alexander Rossi, Joseph Newgarden, people like that. We got like 5 rookies in the series this year. So we're definitely seeing a new wave of IndyCar drivers. Montoya went over to the sports car division, much like Castroneves is right now. He's still with Penske, but he's running IMSA. He ran the Indy 500 for Penske last year, but he will not be running this year. Castroneves will be running instead. And of course, obviously this year the Indy 500 will be all about Danica Patrick, for better or for worse. Obviously that'll bring a little bit of a ratings boost, but alright, so we cycle out 6th, it looks like. Everybody's pitted now, so without a caution to bunch the field up, I think we're going to be in trouble as far as the win goes. We were definitely very cautious on the pit road entry because Lord knows me and pit road entries never seem to work out. Also, probably could have only taken 1.5 cans of fuel. That would have saved some time. We should be able to get around Allmendinger here, no problem. And we'll set our sights on Larson, but I don't think there's really enough time to catch him. So it looks like another top 5 effort here. I was hoping to pass Allmendinger before the corner, but that did not happen. But we will pass him off, hopefully. Nope, never mind. Well, this pretty much writes off any chance we had of catching Larson. I have to get to the inside of Allmendinger if I'm going to make up time on the rest of the field here. It's possible. It's very possible, Eric Jones fan. I could see it happening. It's very possible. Who's P3? So got Larson. That's Clint Boyer up ahead in P3. That looked like Suarez in 2nd. And I would assume Keselowski ended up cycling out to the lead, but I'm not sure.
Car ahead is pitting.
They're pitting! There's more pitting. It's Logano leading. Why are they pitting?
4 laps to go.
Oh, that changes everything. What happened to the people who are on my strategy? Where are they? Where's Keselowski? Where's Truex? What? The white flag's out, sponsored by I don't know what the frick is going on. We're in 3rd now. I don't know what strategy Logano and Suarez are on. We're going to finish 3rd.
Great run. Top 5.
I said sweeping, Conrad. Hey, Daniel, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are locked into the chase. Just as a reminder, this is the 2018 championship mode, so Chicago, there's no longer a chase race, but I am locked into a chase. We've had 4 wins thus far. What happened? Where did Logano and Suarez come from? What happened? Also, McDowell finished 3 laps down, so there goes his hopes of, um, well, at least temporarily making the chase, because if you are joining us late, McDowell won the first race we did today. But that is also Logano's first win, I think. Yes, it is. We're still behind Kyle Busch in the regular season points, but only by 10, so we are slowly creeping up there. But let's head back to the menu, see where everybody is in the standings, and then that'll be it for the stream. But let's see, Daniel had a couple questions. Who will be the Xfinity Series champion? I don't know. Custer's look pretty good. Hemrick's look pretty good, but I have to say Christopher Bell would be the odds-on favorite for the championship. And who will be running for Rookie of the Year next year? I think Christopher Bell, will probably do a second Furniture Row entry, much like Jones did. I think Custer will move up to the Cup Series. They seem to be grooming him to move up this year for Stewart-Haas. Wouldn't be surprised to see Hemrick come up either. But I think those would be 3 guys who will run for the Rookie of the Year. But let's check out where McDowell is, since that's what everybody is thinking about right now. McDowell dropped 2 spots there with that bad finish, so he is now 16 points behind top 30. So yeah, here's the chase grid as of now. If McDowell gets up in there, then he'll take the 9 spot. So Suarez is currently locked in. Who's first one out right now? Suarez. William Byron's 4 points out right now, so that's that. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Next stream next week, Saturday, we will have Daytona and Kentucky. Maybe New Hampshire, depending on how things go. But Eric Jones fan, who's the next driver to retire? Kurt Busch, probably. I don't know if it will be a forced retirement or a welcome retirement, but Kurt Busch is probably the next one to go if I had to guess. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the stream, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button over on YouTube. Follow over on Twitch and Mixer. Turn notifications on for all of them. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.